Well, Pool B action is continuing here in Dubai. World Rugby Hsbc Sevens Challenger Series continues. First match of the weekend for both China and Kenya here in Pool B. Czechia have already put a win on the board over Mexico. And these are two teams that know each other fairly well. Back in Chile in 2022, they went head-to-head. Kenya winning the first match, 17 points to 5. But then in the bronze medal, China responded with a plumb, 31 points to 5. They won. China with a lot of experience in that team. Yan Meiling, the captain, made her debut in 2018 in Kitakyushu on the World Series. Chen Kei in the 7 jersey, another one to watch. Well, they're raring to get on the field here in Dubai. The 7 Stadium, a famous venue for the condensed version of rugby. Kenya first to the ball, wearing their black jerseys. Dennis Mwanja is the head coach. Apologies there, that is China in the black jerseys, Kenya in green. And there's the China side. And Meiling. Well, as these young players develop, so do the officiating crews here. Opportunities for all. In the white jersey in the middle, it is Gianna Villian from South Africa. Little chat there with Guyayao.
Thank you. Kenya ready?
She will be getting us underway.
Ready now? Sana ready?
So off we go. China in the black jerseys kicking from left to right with Kenya receiving. Nice kick just over that 10-meter line. Not gathered initially, but Kenya do get their hands on it.
Release.
You'll hear our referee through the microphones instructing the players at breakdown. That one's knocked on. Advantage being played for the Chinese team. Good recycle from them and good skills. Checking left and coming back. A hint of an overlap. Looking to go with her pace was Yuhu. She's brought down. Guyayao slips it wide. Lots of Kenyan defenders there for the moment as they regroup. Good strong tackle from Stella Wafula. Good face play though from China. Oh, the stop and go. Great feet from Yuhu. Very positive start. Rounding the defender, but it's the behind ankle tackle that brings down Chen Kei. Kenya putting in the work here in defense. This is tiring stuff. Ball's been in play right from the kickoff. Coming around the corner is Liu Huajiang. Well, we're into almost 10 phases here, which is pretty rare in the sevens game. Half gap opens up, offloaded out of the tackle. They get it wide. It's bobbled momentarily. Nice inside pass. Back to Jingrong. We're going to come back for the initial offside by Kenya at the breakdown. That's tough. Over a minute and a half of defending. And in this Dubai heat, there'll be a few tired bodies out there with that frantic start. And China has chosen the scrum, even though they were awarded the penalty. Chinese side under Liu Zhuan, who started back in 2019. Very organized, very confident in their set-piece moves here. You see Chen Kei and the much bigger Suki on the right-hand side of the scrum. Referee's just going to get times off for a shoelace. Player welfare, obviously, at the heart. Maybe just looking for a breather, old school stuff. You could understand it, defending for that period of time, but trying to put it. Short ball offered, not given. The space out wide. Jingrong flirting with the sideline. Again, great tackling from the Kenyans. Shuffling across. A little bit of lateral running from China. It is a credit to the pressure from Kenya. They're getting close, though, just 5 meters out. China threatening the line. Dan Mei-Ling ships it wide. There's space. Stop. Inside. Little late coming. Beaten 2 defenders. Finally a gap for Chen Kei. They had to work hard for it, but they got it in the end. China's on the board. Well, as they go wide, watch, she has to beat 1 defender off the left foot, and then a second, and then a third. Fantastic work, Chen Kei. That's the experience of the player who made her debut way back 2013. Kitakyushu, in fact, was in the dream team there. That's the top 7 players of the weekend. So we know she's got quality about her, and she showed it there. Taking it upon herself to unlock the Kenyan defense. So 4 minutes played. China all the possession and 1 score to show. Well gathered by Cristabel Lindo out wide. She's a big, strong unit. Again, skills an issue for the Kenyans. Referee saying it didn't go forward. Now she's saying not releasing at the tackle. Quick tap, and rightfully so. I think the referee's going to bring it back. Make sure she comes through the mark where the penalty was initially awarded.
Tap the ball. You need to tap ball. Okay? Scrum.
Again, China will choose the scrum. Well, the tactic, no different than the 15-a-side game if you're new to sevens. By choosing the scrum, they attract all those 3 Mexican defenders into scrum time. Provides a little bit more space, especially with the likes of Yu Hu, who's putting it into the scrum here. Got great pace and vision. Let's see if she comes around or if she ships it. She's pushed it wide. Set play coming short. This time it's China who can't hold on to the ball. Alma cleans up. It's going to be a Kenyan scrum. Of course, the Kenyan men, part of this series, they'll be playing in the 12-team men's competition here in Dubai. Just watching the game. Despite already qualifying for the Olympics, the men's team not earning a place in the top 12 teams. So that's what this is all about here, the Challenger Series, ending up in Madrid, the grand final. Kenyan women will want to be there as well by finishing top 4 in the Challenger Series. They win the right to play against the bottom 4 teams coming down from the Senior World Series. Going backwards is Wafafulu. She had enough from going back in the kick and chase. It may pay off here. She's into space, and look at that pace. Another one off the knee. Can she get a bounce, get it to sit up? She does well to gather it, and a great breakout from Kenya. And this is the danger when the game gets broken down and there's space around. They're so talented. Okulu, stop and go. One of the bigger Kenyan players. Grace Okulu's brought down, but China infringing at the breakdown. So finally a spark in the remaining 30 seconds here. Kenya looking to tie things up. Straight carry. Extra body out wide. Bring it back in field as Moritu. 10 seconds to play. Of course, in rugby, we won't end the half until the ball goes out of play. So Kenya can get into the red numbers here. See if they can test. It's wide and flat. Beautifully weighted pass that can't be gathered by Grace Okulu. So they created the opportunity, Kenya, but can't cash it in. And that should do it for the first half here. The referee is the sole judge of time, but quick little look there. Looking some help from the sideline. And there she goes. Good awareness. And for the read.
Ready?
We are back in Dubai. The World Rugby Hsbc 7th Challenger Series. Kenya in the green jerseys kicking off. They're down one early try from China. There's a little bit of obstruction against the Kenyan player. Seems to have taken a knock, but it's a quick tap from them. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Wafulu. She bumped out of the way as she was trying to chase that kick. There you go. There's her first catcher. She's a big, strong runner. She keeps the ball alive. Fantastic offload. Great presence from Okulu. And Kenya's on the board here in Dubai. Well, I mentioned Stefa Wafula. She's the one that won the penalty at the kickoff, then had a good, strong carry and offloaded to Grace Okulu. There she is coming around the corner. Too much pace for the Chinese defense. The 25-year-old. Fantastic score. And she will look to add the extras. She's taking the full time the clock allows. A minute. The referees actually brought it back. Okay, this is what's happened. The referee was having a little look with our television match official crew. There was a knock-on suspected, and she's asked, is the try good? And she said no. That's why Okula was waiting.
Try.
Oh, she changed her mind again. And she has given the try. So 5 points on the board, 2 more coming through this conversion. There they are. We have a tie ball game. Really, it's only foul play that the referee, in this case, Villion, can go back for. It was perhaps a hint of a knock-on. So, after all that, just over 5 minutes to play, 7 points apiece. This time the kickoff's a little bit longer, but not gathered, and it's more Kenyan possession. A huge stat in sevens rugby, regaining possession of kickoffs. And the danger lady again, Stella Wafula. We talked about her size, but she's showing her pure power here to get the lead for Kenya. Well, she gets the big left hand out. Watch as she comes around, using that reach, using that strength. Stella Wafula. Excellent try for Kenya. Okulu showing the concentration there. Just pulled that one. So only 5 points on the board. But a great start to the second half by the Kenyan women's team. Dennis Mwanja, you saw his message at halftime. Stern words, and his women's team have responded. Kickoff has been fruitful. They've won the last 2 possessions off it. This time, China finally get their hands on the ball. Nice flat pass from Yuhu. Oh, good arcing run. Beautiful backing up as well. Do they have the pace? Out wide, coming back is Yuhu. The stop and go. She's into the 22. Chinese players screaming for the ball, but they don't get it, and the breakdown comes with the Kenyans not rolling away. Quick tap. More pressure. Beautifully executed work from the Chinese team. Liu Weizhang under the poles. Great intensity and response from China. And with the game all tied up, this conversion is crucial. Just slightly to the right of the posts. This would be for the lead for China. Concentration. Gu Yao Yao makes the kick with 3.5 minutes to play. China takes the lead. This is the team try. Great execution. See those passes out in front of the receiver. Able to hit it at pace. And Liu Zhaojiang. Beautiful finish from her. Two points for the lead. China in the black jerseys. Here, pool the action. Czechia have already registered a win here. 3 pools of 4 in the World Rugby Hsbc Sevens Challenger Series. Top 2 qualify automatically. And then the next 2 best third place teams
clear release?
No clear release from our referee there. Will also qualify to the quarterfinals.
Roll.
So, Kenya going to get over line. There's that strength again. That's been the story of the second half. Wafula just chucking down Chinese defenders, backing up in behind. Okumu will go all the way under the post, and again on the backs of her teammate, Judith Okumu, gets a score for Kenya. It's her first try of the Challenger Series. Well, this is the key moment. Keeping that ball alive. It's bobbled initially, but Judith Okumu, the 25-year-old, has tons of pace and can collapse over the Chinese try line. And with 2 minutes to go, they've taken the lead. Okulu, oh, a bad miss there. Skill breakdown. I mean, the lead is only 5 points. A glimmer of hope for the Chinese team. Just a correction on that earlier Chinese conversion. It wasn't made. 5 points the difference. Minute and a half to play. That kick doesn't go 10. Glorious opportunity for this Chinese attack. We've seen them work well off set piece. Off the previous line out they scored. This will come straight from the training pitch. They'll have worked for hours on this. Tap midfield from Yuhu. She's been at the center of a lot of the good playmaking. They're circling back, but not disrupting the Kenyan defense for the moment. 1 minute to play. Pushing away. Xiao Yao. And they've won the penalty of Kenya. No need to go quickly.
At the ruck.
Oh, good defensive work, the counter ruck, and they got their hands on it.
Scrum.
And they've wisely chosen the scrum as the clock ticks away here. Kenya, by the time this is set, you see China quickly trying to set up the scrum, knowing this is their time as they're down by 5.
Good to see the Kenya flag flying high over there. Beats on too. Some more over there on the top.
Trot.
I'm sure there's a China flag around somewhere as well.
Fine. Set.
There's the scrum, 15 seconds to play. Good pressure from China, but not pushing straight. That should just about do it here as Kenya can manage their way out of this. They've chosen another scrum. And the running time will mean all they have to do is get it in and out and off the field. And the Kenyan fans, and indeed the Kenyan men's team, will be delighted. They know what that means. The penalty means it's a Pool B win for their women's team here on the Challenger Series. Back off the field. Celebrations all around for Kenya. Well, after being down early in the first half, they clawed their way back. Great team play. And Kenya win this one over China, 17 points to 12. Great scenes here. You know what it means to these ladies. Pool B now with wins for Czechia and Kenya.